Bro, I had shivers.
Yeah.
I had fucking shivers.
I got shivers up my leg just there.
Yeah.
Talking, bro.
Oh,
Lachlan, go tell yours.
yeah.
I don't know if mine compares to that,
How fucked is it, eh?
Welcome back to Backyard Banter. We got the boys here today.
Yo,
Introduce yourselves for the
again.
Introductions.
They know who we are.
Introductions?
This is Alex, this is Lachlan, this is Jordan, and this is Dickhead.
Luke.
Dickhead.
Dickhead.
Stickhead.
Anyway, Luke,
Yes.
how's your week been?
My week has been alright. Just been working. That's about it. Just work. Nothing special.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Trying to go to the gym.
Where are you training?
Anytime. Fitness.
Which one?
The one at Canberra.
You busy? No, I don't go there anytime.
It gets busy in the afternoon, but if you go at the right time, it's alright. I try to wait till afterwards, like at night, till every person goes.
Fucking demon hours, huh?
Yeah, demon hours, bro.
Demon hours.
Fucking demon. Yikes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yo. How am I?
Been?
It's been a tiring week, I must say. I feel quite tired now.
It's been a fucking tiring few weeks for you.
Yeah, I've been working like 7 days straight between Aldi, my business, the car wash. I've just been busy, but like,
Oh, you're back at Audi, eh?
yeah,
Officially.
officially back since last week. Yeah, last week I went back.
Yeah.
It was alright, just tiring, but because you're walking around all day. Like, bro, I do like 20,000 steps when I'm at work, so like,
Fuck.
I'm dead.
Good fitness.
No cardio needed. Do it there.
Yeah, fuck.
I calculated you burn about 1,000 calories doing that many steps.
Actual?
Upwards of 600 plus.
Damn.
Coming close to that. If it depends on like body weight, but like it's pretty up there.
Damn.
It's ideal for a cart.
Gotta get a fucking hoverboard, mate. Can't be doing that cardio.
Bro, it'd be so much easier, hey. Just a segue in the middle of the aisle. Yeah. But no, but alright. Just been busy, working. Glad I got tomorrow off just to chill, go for a nice drive. Take the car back. Finally got it back after like 8 months off the road.
Yeah. Fuck, has it been that long?
Yeah, it's been like 7-8 months off the road completely, like no driving.
Damn.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, I have a 2005 WRX, not STI. The motor blue. So
No, it's faster now.
yeah. So we did like a full motor rebuild, restored it, painted the engine bay. Few things. Something I wanted to do for a long time, like it was on my bucket list. So I'm glad I ticked it off. But now it's just like, fuck, I can enjoy it, you know.
How much money did you spend? All up?
Oh, all up. I spent about high 10s, beneath 15k, but
With the turbo as well?
it's the same turbo as before. All the money was the motor.
Yeah.
It was like,
Oh, because you replaced the turbo before you did the motor.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. So it's like, it's a built motor, like forged pistons, rods.
You spent less than 15 on that.
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
it's expensive. Yeah, that's not even like a full blown out. Like, you can go further than that.
Worth it, but. Nah.
I don't know the time, but it depends what you think's worth it. For me, I wanted to do it,
Yeah.
and I don't want to do it again, so I was like, fuck it, I'll do it.
Are you gonna sell it soon?
Sell it?
Yeah.
Nah, no way. Unless I get an offer that I can't refuse. Money talks, but like, I wouldn't have done it if I didn't want to keep it.
Yeah.
I put so much effort into like the engine bay, tucking everything, new bolts, everything in that engine bay is like either clean or brand new.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm happy with it. I just want to take it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully
You
be
going on a
like,
cruise tomorrow?
yeah, down to like Stanwell Tops, a couple of boys. See how my fuel economy is on the 85.
Yeah.
We're gonna trash. Oh, bro, I was driving the other day, 150 k's, and I wasn't even halfway. I was just over half. So it's barely gonna make 300
What
k
the fuck?
on a 60 litre tank.
It's good you have a daily then.
Oh, bro, the Corolla comes in clutch.
Yeah.
I love it, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
But you love your Corollas.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's so reliable. Never had any issues.
Classic Toyota Corolla.
Cheap to run, cheap
Yeah.
to fuel, and comfy as. Auto. Wow. Yeah. That's it. What about you, Lachlan?
What?
Your week?
Just been fucking working pretty much. got a new job. So, working at a liquor store, about 2 minute drive from my house. And this week, spent about what, like $200 on food, as in like to meal prep. So for the next 2 weeks, right? Every Sunday, what I'm planning on doing is just making a shit ton of meals to last me the week, and then so yeah, just don't have to buy food.
Yeah, nice.
$200, wow, what does that get you?
A bunch of shit.
It'd be heaps.
Got me like
But you're not getting.
Two-
You're not having one
you
meal
got-
a day.
Huh?
It's not for 1 meal a day, right?
Yeah.
It's for
One
one
meal.
meal a day.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Bro,
Yeah,
wasn't
but
gonna,
no,
like,
no,
A5
yeah,
Wagyu
no, but it's gonna,
meal
it's,
prep.
nah, but it's gonna last me about 2 weeks.
Do you freeze it?
So,
Probably should.
at the moment, yeah,
You'd need to.
Um,
You get a bit funky after a week.
yeah.
Mind you,
So,
but still heaps cheaper than takeout.
yes.
Yeah.
$200 for 2 weeks.
And
Every-
nutrition.
Every
And
day,
nutrition,
every
yeah.
day I work, I fucking spend like $20 on
Easy.
Can you imagine
And it's
the
nothing.
chicken on that 14th day? Oh,
Dry.
wow.
Wow.
I
I've
didn't
been
get
chewing
chicken.
for a while, bro.
It's
I didn't-
breast or?
I didn't get chicken, no.
Oh,
I got salmon and beef mince. I want to get chicken though, but yeah, I don't know.
chicken
So
thighs.
that's
Yeah, I'd go chicken thighs
so
if you
yeah, thighs or legs.
making it in bulk.
So yeah, everything that I got, that's probably gonna last me 2 weeks. So
So what is the meal going to be like? What do you think you're making?
okay, so at the moment, mince. This is what you taught me, Luke.
Hmm?
About the mince.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking shit ton of calories in that.
Yep.
I'm gonna have about 700 grams of mince per week.
Oh, okay. If you said per serving, I'm like,
Yeah.
bro.
So yeah, every morning I wake up, have an espresso, have my mince, and then throughout the day just eat whatever I buy. And those fucking Audi meals, $3.
Bro, how good are they?
Which ones?
The $3 Audi
Frozen
meals,
ones?
frozen
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah, which depends which one, but they're all pretty good. But
The
like,
satay chicken has a bunch of fucking
30 grams protein.
yeah,
Yeah, and 600
$3, bro. Like, how much?
600 calories
600 for the
in
satay?
fucking like
it's
tiny little
yeah,
container.
it's pretty good.
And they go from like, there's like some bolognese thing. It's not spaghetti, but it's like,
Ragu.
yeah.
Yeah, the thick pasta one.
Yeah.
The brown box.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, he knows. Bro,
Bro, I fucking see it every day.
yeah, bro, they're only like, what, 300 calories.
Yeah.
And they got like 20 grams
That
of
tastes
protein or
good,
something.
but
They taste so good.
tastes really good.
You get
tastes
sick
so
of meals like that though.
Yeah.
I
Nothing
don't
beats
give
a
a
home
fuck if I
meal.
get sick of them, bro. They're $3 each.
Trust me, no.
I'll
You,
fucking eat.
nah.
What do you mean, trust me?
With
I
the
got
fucking-
you onto them.
Yeah,
I've
no,
been
no, no.
to-
With
I've eaten
the
them
with
for
the My
ages.
Muscle Chef ones, I was having those for ages.
They're gone.
My mum
They are,
loves
so
the
gone.
sausage
Gone.
roll,
They are,
bro.
but
It's
having them
expensive. You
every
get
fucking
sick.
day,
You get
it's
sick
just
of
the
them.
same shit.
You just need variety.
Yeah.
You'll get sick of what you're making, trust me, in a week.
Also,
Yeah.
it's probably not the best idea to just constantly just use $3 Audi meals. Just it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
the best for health either.
Yeah.
I want to just
No,
have it like if I'm too
why are
lazy
they
to
$3?
Yeah.
eat to make food.
Yeah. Or if you're not gonna like make something, bro. You know what I used to do? I used to get like a can of tuna, 2 cucumbers, 2 tomatoes, salt,
What's to do
pepper.
with the cucumbers?
Huh? Huh? Well, they definitely went up my butt.
Yeah, bet.
Nah. 2 cucumbers, like make it like tuna salad pretty much.
Yeah.
That fills you up. Not even like 500 calories. That was my ultimate cup meal. And it's over 660 grams of protein.
Oof.
Or if you get 2 cans of tuna, easy.
Yeah.
Well, the
Bro,
big
this-
ones.
The big cans, yeah.
Or 2, like, you know, like
Because the two,
185 grams.
the two normal sized, just the normal sized
The little
tuna,
ones?
whatever it is, 125 grams or whatever. That's like 16 grams protein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
feel
guys
like
know-
2 of the big ones.
The big ones,
Yeah.
yeah.
Luke, you probably know. Do you know how many fucking calories are in like salmon fillets?
A fair bit. It's
It's
fat.
like-
In one is
Fat.
like 250. In one tiny little fucking fillet.
Because fat
You
is.
don't need to use oil when you cook salmon either. If you chuck it on the pan, there's a lot of fat. It won't stick.
Isn't it 1 gram of.
Yeah, but I do it just for calories.
1 gram of
Fat is
fat.
4 calories?
1 gram of fat is 9 calories.
On a.
1 gram of protein is 4 calories.
That's
No.
right.
No.
Isn't it?
No? You.
So 1 gram of protein and carbs are the same. They're 6 calories, and then a gram of fat is 9 calories.
Yeah, makes sense. Gonna get big, put a cup of olive oil in your food.
That's bulk.
Cook with it. Don't just put it on your food.
Yeah,
That's a good chat.
Yeah, just like
I used to fucking put it in a protein shake.
Yeah, that's
Like
fine. You don't even
tablespoons
taste it.
Yeah.
delicious.
That's like desperate times, bro.
Yeah, fuck.
Desperate measures. Yeah.
But the worst thing is, if you eat too many of those fats, you get fat.
Yeah.
I went too far with the bulk. I got fat.
You were big though.
But I don't care at the moment.
But
Like any fat's good for me.
just bro, do it like the dirtiest bulk you can. Just get fat. Don't get answers. You need to get fat to get big.
For
That's
you,
how
for
I-
you, it won't even matter, bro. You just eat
Yeah,
until you're gaining
yeah.
weight.
Yeah.
Just gain weight.
That's what I did when I was working at Macca's like, what, 5 years ago now?
Yeah.
I was skinny, bro. I was like 55 kilos.
Fuck.
I was in Macca's like 3 times a day with my normal meals. I was 5 or 6 meals a day, 3 of them were
Easy
Macca's.
3,000 calories. Done.
Bro, your
Right.
toilet bowl must have hated you.
Yeah. It's
That's
ridiculous. But bro, that was a dirty bulk. It got me up there. Finally added
So
some.
fuck it.
When you're young like that, it's easy to do. But like, bro, like I feel like as I'm not old, I'm only 22, but like I feel like I work better when I get good food.
Yeah.
Bro, when I have like this greasy food, I feel like shit the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, your body's just like an engine in a car.
Yeah.
Gotta get that premium E85.
Apparently, after you turn 20, I think it is, or 21, your metabolism slows down by 1% each year.
Fucking insane.
Apparently,
So I gotta keep an eye out.
it's gonna be good for me.
Fucking off. Yeah. What about you? Anything else for you? It's working, hey.
It's working. Trying to fix my routine. Trying to fix my sleep pattern. But these past fucking months, I've been going to sleep at like 3, 4 a.m.
That's fucked.
Mm.
How many hours are you getting?
What sleep?
Hmm.
Oh, I work like in the night time, so I'll sleep until like fucking 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Wake up, eat, go to work.
Still fuck. You're missing that morning sun.
I know.
Vitamin D.
That's what I fucking yeah.
I'll give you some vitamin D.
I fucking knew you
I
were
looked
gonna
at Luke
say
straight
that. I knew he was gonna say that. Hey.
So Alex, what's going on with you?
Not much, bro. I've been sick the past fucking week.
I see
we
you've
all
got some
have.
tattoos there.
You got that
Give
one
him a
yeah,
flash.
in your
I got-
bicep, eh?
Hey, yeah, bicep.
You might need
Says-
to go up
Is that
a bit.
peeling?
Like lean
Yeah.
up a bit to show.
Healing. There you go. That one says universe, Japanese. This one's a quote
It's
from
a quote, is it? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
in
quote
that
from a very famous
poem.
video game.
Poem.
Yeah.
From a video game. And I got one here as well.
Fucking off.
What's
What
that
does that
say?
one say?
Journal every day. Oh, yeah, that's
Fuck off. No, that one says balance.
Fair enough. Hurt?
Yeah.
Chest would have hurt.
Chest hurt near the collarbone.
Is it on the collarbone
Does
or
it?
just below it?
On the collarbone.
Oh fuck.
Does that hurt? Yeah.
This one, nah. This one didn't hurt. This one didn't really hurt either.
It's a meaty biceps hustle, brother. Look at those things.
It said mini bicep.
It's a meaty.
Ah, yeah, you better have said that.
Yeah. Fucking dramas, but didn't.
Nah, they don't really hurt on your arm too much. Like this one hurt because it was my first time doing it.
Bro, look how fucking thick it is,
Bro,
bro.
these ones
Thick,
fucking hurt.
yeah.
too.
Actually, the outline hurt more than the shading. But it was just the fact that he was doing the shading for fucking like
Long time.
40 minutes and then went over it again.
Mm.
And then down here hurt more, but not that much, bro. This one hurt the most out of anything.
Yeah, fuck.
Even still, it was like.
Tattoos. Let's talk about tattoos. Let's talk more about tattoos.
Tattoos.
Jordan, do you have any tattoos
I have nothing at the moment.
at the moment? So you're
But-
planning on getting?
I would like to. But for me, like, don't get me wrong, I like the small things.
Mm.
But I think for me, I would suit a larger piece. Like,
Yeah, there's like a yeah.
that's the theme I would go for, like a larger sleeve. Like, I don't know, I wouldn't mind a full arm sleeve, like up to the shoulder down to the wrist.
Yeah.
I've thought about a whole leg.
A leg. Would you do a leg? A
A
whole
whole fucking leg.
leg. Would you do that?
I would. But,
They look good on some people, but some people.
gotta
don't.
train my legs, brother.
Some
They're
people
small.
don't suit them.
But it's good having small legs. It's less canvas, so they charge you less, right?
No,
True.
I don't think they do.
What?
What-
What's
what-
canvas
so-
on
I
your
don't think
legs?
they do.
Bro, I got no canvas on my calves, so like, bro.
So why'd you look at me when you said that, Jordan?
I looked at no. Yeah, no, I wouldn't mind like a full leg or a full left arm.
Mm.
I want to get my left arm, just here.
Yeah,
Eventually full sleeve, but
yeah.
See, I don't think
I
I'd
want
do
to
a
get fine
sleeve.
first.
Do you know what looks alright? Put your arm out. Is when people get like a sleeve and then it like ends here and then they wear a watch. So it's like
Yeah,
bounces
yeah,
and cut
it
off.
does, it does.
Mm.
That looks alright.
But if you're not wearing a watch, it looks weird.
Yeah, if you're not wearing a watch, it's just perfectly cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it when it fades. For me, I want shading, heaps of shading. No
Yes.
colours, just
I
shading.
like it when they do
Yeah.
like this, right?
Yeah.
I was like, you tattoo around it,
And then go on
and
the
then
outside.
make,
Yeah.
and then make your skin show the image.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
That's
cool.
what I like.
But for me, it's like I would have done it now. It's just I've got an idea, but it's like I need someone to sketch it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you know what you want?
Sort of, yeah. Something for like my grandfather
Okay.
when he passed away.
That's nice.
It's a bit of a story, if you want to know.
Yeah.
Happy to share.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my grandfather, God rest his soul, passed away a long time ago. And when I was like 12, so it's been about over 12 years now, nearly 10 plus. He had cancer, but like it was terminal. Like it's like we knew he was gonna pass away, so it was like a matter of time.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my grandmother at the time, my grandfather was like the man of the house. He was like everything in the house he did, like gardening, mow the lawn, like he was a man's man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyway, so my grandmother obviously needed help with a tree to trim down because it was fucking growing. The whole time he had cancer, it never got cut.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, that tree has been there at their house in Hurstville since they bought the property, from what I've been told anyway.
Don't you need council permission to cut down trees?
It wasn't like a proper like big fucking tree. It was like probably as tall as like the ceiling here
Okay, yeah,
in their property.
yeah.
Anyway, my mum and I went over to help. Long story short, my mum cut the tree, and that tree was weeping water, like a tap,
Really?
running tap. I've never seen anything in my life, but like I'm telling you, she cut the tree, and it was like drizzling water for hours and hours and hours and hours. Like it left like a full puddle on the
Shit.
floor. It was weird. No idea where I got the water from. Anyway.
Wait,
Long-
was this before he passed or after he passed?
Well, funny you say that. Hour or two after the tree was cut, he passed away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
But as soon as my mum cut the tree, my nonna came to her saying like, oh, like he's not good, la. And then I was young, so I didn't know too much because it's a past.
Yeah.
And my whole family pretty much came within half an hour.
Mm.
And me being young and naive, you've never experienced death, so you have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember just sitting at the front, just looking at this tree. I was like, what the hell? This is fucking weird. It's pissing water.
Yeah.
Never seen like that anything in my life. Anyway, not too long after that, he passed away. And then yeah,
Fuck.
so that like stuck in my head, like the tree. So I was like, fuck, I wouldn't mind having something like a tree to symbolize him
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
and a significant event.
Yeah.
But like, it's about like how do you make it look nice in a sleeve without it looking tacky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it would need to be sketched out by someone professional.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. So that would be for me.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
worried
nice.
about as well, getting tattoos. Like, you need to find someone that's like,
And understands what you want,
Yeah.
not what they want.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like for me, tattoo. I feel like if I want to get tattooed, it has to be very meaningful. Like, for me, because it's on you forever.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Each fucking tattoo I want, I sit on it for about like 3 years, 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, there's one that I want behind my ear.
Mm.
I've wanted that for about 6 years now, 5 years.
Do you have it?
Every time you bring it up to mum, she says she's gonna fucking kill you if you get a neck tat.
Yeah, but I told her the meaning behind it. And then she was like, oh yeah, I can get it.
Does your mom have tattoos?
Nope.
Does your dad?
But that's like, oh yeah, nah. You don't put bumper stickers on a Lamborghini. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Michael.
Your dad's got some wicked humor, hey.
Oh yeah.
He's got a point.
He's-
He is a Lamborghini.
yeah, he's-
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's a fucking Lamborghini.
He's like a little kid.
He's a little kid. Did you say?
He's like a little kid. Like a growing little kid.
No, your dad's mad though.
Yeah.
Plays video games. He's mad to hang around, have a chat with.
Yeah.
I've had some chats with your dad. I'd hang out with your dad alone. That's
Right.
good.
When he gets drunk as well.
Yeah, he's fun.
Oh, he's so fun.
I've always said that as well. Like our parents, they're like more like mates than they are parents.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
That's why you're not disciplined. Little shit.
I discipline Lachlan. I spank him.
Oh.
ooh,
Come to think of it, I discipline all of you boys.
What about you, Luke?
Tattoos?
Yeah, tattoos.
Never interest me.
I remember I asked you once if you wanted one, and you said, yeah, you're not interested.
They've never interested me, hey. Just never. Like my whole life, I've never gone, oh, I want a tattoo.
Yeah.
Never interested me. I've just never wanted to have a tattoo, never thought about it. Or like, even if I did think about it, it's just like, no, I don't really want one. Doesn't interest me at all. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Fair enough. Anyone in your family have it?
Yeah, my mum has a couple. My stepdad has, and pretty sure. Yeah, like most of my family like has a couple tats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little sisters?
Oh yeah, 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 100%. 9-year-old with tats.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's mad.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah.
Actually, wait, last night though, just going off Jordan's story, we were talking about the weird shit that happens like that in the past. Yeah. It's interesting. So do you guys believe that, like, about that stuff after death? Something after death and,
life after death.
I feel like there'd have to be.
like, life after death and, like...
Yeah. I believe there's something. You can't just be over. Kaput.
Well, I had like
Yeah.
a similar situation with Jordan, but it was slightly different. It was during lockdown when my grandfather passed away. So it was the first lockdown. So I was like home for 6 months, just being a sloth, hanging out with the boys late, getting home at like 6 a.m, sleeping all day, just repeating that for like half a year. It was pretty good. And yeah, he was in the hospital for like, he was in and out for a couple months and stuff like that. Had a couple strokes and stuff like, and he had cancer too. I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was terminal. I think it was lung cancer maybe. Can't forget.
Okay.
But yeah, like we knew like any time now he's gonna pass.
Yeah.
And I got back one night from hanging out with the boys, and I went to sleep, and I woke up at like 5 a.m. And I can't remember if it was like a vision or a dream, but it like woke me up. I just remember seeing like an icy cold floor, and getting this weird feeling. I just woke up and I was just like, I knew like straight away, like I said it to myself, I was like, oh yeah, he's gone. And then I went back to bed, and then like 3 hours later, my mum woke me up like crying and stuff. She's like, yeah, he's passed. And I was like, holy shit, like what was that, you know?
Yeah.
It has to. I feel like there has to be something.
It's
like,
weird,
yeah.
hey, you can't explain it, and you're just like,
Same thing can't like.
It's a
similar
weird
thing
anomaly.
kinda
How it
happened.
happens. Yeah.
Huh?
Remember a similar thing happened with Granddad? How
With you?
no, just with like similar thing to Jordan. How it was like he was kind of waiting to say goodbye to everyone.
Yeah.
Like the nurses and stuff that came here because he passed away upstairs in his bed. Yeah, the nurses came here and said like he could pass away any second now, and he didn't for like another week or something.
It's like a year and a half ago now.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And yeah, my mum just said I feel like he's just saying like he's waiting to say goodbye to everyone before he passes away. And then one night, everyone just came over, and we all just like sat down in his room and just had a chat to him.
It was
He
one
was-
on one.
Yeah, he couldn't speak. He
One-on-one,
was
we all
like,
just went in one-on-one.
yeah,
He gave us like gifts to remember him and things like that. Had a chat.
yeah. No, but after that, when he was just laying there, he
Didn't-
couldn't.
Oh, after
He
that,
couldn't.
yeah.
So he couldn't talk or anything.
didn't your grandfather have a stroke too? Or no?
I don't know if he had a.
Why couldn't he speak?
He was just laying there. He was sleeping. Kind of thing.
Yeah,
It was kind of
'Cause on the-
like a coma thing.
Didn't
on
he,
meds.
didn't he have like a stroke or he fell over or something? Or
Yes, yeah. No, that was ages. That was ages ago.
oh, it's not related.
Not related. No.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, no, but that time he fell over or something, and then he was like, "Where am I?" and all that, and he was like, I don't know, he was just acting weird.
Yeah,
I
and
went
then
up
he
to
wrote
him.
on a post-it note, right? He was writing something down, and it was just blood, 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 over and over
Did he?
again.
he
Yeah.
wrote blood.
I think it was blood, and it was like in really messy writing because he couldn't write.
It's weird.
That's creepy.
Anyways, yeah, that
scary.
one night that everyone came over, we all sat down and just were talking to him while he was asleep. And then that night, everyone just decided to, because we had a feeling it was going to be that night that he passed away.
Yeah.
And then we, like everyone, my cousins and my aunties and stuff, they slept over. And in the middle of the night, like, I don't know, like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. or something, my mum woke us up, and then we all went upstairs and he was passed away. So yeah, I feel like he was just waiting
Because it was
for
the
everyone
day
to say
after
goodbye.
that,
Yeah.
That night, the night of. But
Yeah,
also a very
that's-
peaceful day when it happened.
That's good.
How was the weather that day for you guys? That was the best weather.
Really good weather.
No, yeah, I remember that day because
It was raining.
I think everyone on the street came
One
out
ra-
as the
one
the
rain.
ambulance drove.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that day.
Mm.
I had online TAFE, and I came out and it was a nice day.
Very nice. It
It
was
was-
raining the day before
Yeah.
or something
It
like
was
that.
like
And then-
yeah,
It was
sun
fucking
and stuff.
pelting the night before.
yeah.
That was in lockdown too.
Yeah, it was in lockdown.
Yeah.
It was in lockdown.
Yeah. Yeah, mine happened in lockdown as well. His was he lived by himself though in the Blue Mountains.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Lithgow.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and he had a stroke,
Mm.
and he was there. He was on the floor for 3 days, I think it was. Yeah,
Oh, no one with him, eh? 'Cause-
nah, because he lives by himself.
Fuck.
And the
3 days.
only reason they found him, I think it was my aunt. I could be wrong. I think my auntie was going up to visit him, or something like that, and that's the only reason they found him. Like any like longer, and he would have died there on the spot.
Yeah, fuck.
Fucking hell.
So it was like a good thing someone was going to visit him.
Oh, 100%.
Otherwise,
Mm.
he would have still been there.
Shit.
Yeah, talking about life after death.
Mm.
There's a video, we'll put it up on the screen. Remember the egg by Keskizat?
Oh, that's a good video.
Yeah. That's like,
It depends obviously it depends on your beliefs and stuff. That's
Yeah, yeah.
very spiritual.
yeah. But anyways, that's a really good video. You guys should watch it.
Explain a bit, because I've never heard of this.
Okay, so basically, fuck, I don't know how to explain that.
It's not that hard to explain.
It's like how do you explain it then?
No, it's like when you die, right? It has like it's a story. So the story tells when you die, you go up and meet like the universal entity, right? God,
God, pretty much.
whatever, right? And then they say you go and like you live different lives, and there's no such thing as like time. So you go back and live lives, and
So basically reincarnation. So everyone that has ever existed and ever will exist is just a reincarnation of you.
yeah, because you're a universal entity. Everyone's the same universal entity, but like that shit. And then it's like you learn your lessons. You do that until you learn your lessons.
So
That you need to
once you've lived every single life that ever have and ever will exist,
I've heard
Then
stuff
you'll-
like that, and like deja vu. You know what deja vu
Yeah,
is?
Yeah.
That's where that all links.
yeah,
Yeah. and it's like once you've lived every single life, then you would be matured enough to become God
You know what that sounds
or
like?
like your own God.
That sounds like Buddhism.
Buddhism
Very
and
similar, yeah.
Hinduism
That is Buddhism and
very,
Buddhism is very
is very
spiritual.
yeah.
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 Like Alan Watts, there's this guy called Alan Watts. I don't know if you guys.
I think I've heard of the name,
I
yeah.
talk to Alex about him all the time. He explained he's a philosopher
Mm.
from the 1960s, I think, and yeah, he basically just talks about spirituality and Buddhism, Hinduism,
Yeah.
Taoism as well. I don't know if you guys have heard of
I've
Taoism.
heard of the name, but I'm not sure what it entails.
Yeah, so all of those are just pretty much similar.
Okay, yeah.
Did you say Darwinism?
Taoism, so Taoism.
Yeah, Buddhism's quite interesting actually.
It is,
Like
yeah.
I remember there's a guy at my work that he was like, not trying to get me onto it, but he was like, I was curious. I was like, oh, like what's it involved? And bro, like I remember we finished work at 8:30 and we were down in the car park. We were there talking about it till 11 o'clock at night. And bro, I got like some insight that I never like heard before. I was like, wow, like fuck, living different lives, like, yeah, it's,
Well, talking about that, living different lives, reincarnation.
yeah.
Oh, I remember when I was younger, I watched these YouTube videos, and there was this and like these kids, yeah, and they were like 4 years old, like 3 years old, and they full remembered like a life before theirs.
Yeah,
And
I've
there was
seen
like
that.
documentaries, and it was legit, and the kids like, no, I remember, like,
Yeah.
like this is my name, this is where I lived, and this is where I was buried. Like, like, how's this kid like come up with that? And they went out to the spot.
Yeah.
And, there
And
was,
he pointed
and that's
it out.
where,
Yeah.
and that's where he was
Yeah.
buried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was
He
another one.
Yeah, and he was like, I remember my house, like without being at the house, full describe the house. They went in there, it was exactly laid out to how
Yeah.
he said. Just,
Yeah, I actually watched that. Yeah.
and it's just like,
There was another one of a little boy, right?
yeah.
Who apparently got reincarnated into his own grandson,
Mm.
right? And one day, this is just like
Keep it in the
a
family.
faint thing. Anyways, he was getting his diaper changed by his dad, and he said to his dad,
I used to change yours.
Yeah,
I think
I
we
used
watched
to
I
change-
think we watched the same one.
he said to his dad, I used to do this to you when you were younger. His own kid said that to his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, that's
fucking
crazy.
weird.
Yeah.
That's just weird to think about.
Yeah, that's something that we won't know until we die.
You never know.
No.
That's why beliefs are so important. Whatever you believe.
Even if reincarnation was like real or whatever, like
Yeah.
you wouldn't know because you'd be reincarnated and you'd forget.
Yeah.
Mm.
But the concept of it is, or the way I see it, like, is you're here, right? It's not like I'm gonna live Luke's life. It's just that we're the same entity, viewing like from
We're just
different,
energy. We're just
from different perspectives. So like, I'm the part of the entity that's just like viewing Alex's experience and shit, and then you're the part that's viewing Luke's experience, and then
It's just a tree.
yeah.
It's pretty much a tree that links to like Buddhism in a way. Like you're
a very
linked to
peaceful
Buddha. Yeah.
You should get a tree tattoo, bro.
Do you know what Buddha is? do you know who Buddha
What?
is?
Who?
Who is he?
Do you know
He
what
was.
he actually is?
What?
A lot of people. This is what I believed a long time until I realized it wasn't true. That Buddha was a god.
No, he's just a normal person.
Yeah, he was just a philosopher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
That studied.
Buddha means the awakened one,
Yeah.
or the man
I
who
didn't
woke
know
up. And I don't know. I believed for ages that he was just the Chinese god,
Yeah.
but he wasn't.
That's another thing with Buddhism. When back to that guy that kind of like opened my eyes a bit. He's like very big on meditating. Does it every single day, and he was. I don't know. Like, I'm going off what he's telling me, but he was saying that he used to. In Buddhism, they go on about meditating to connecting with your spirituality.
Like
Yeah.
your inner
And he
self.
was saying to me like he would be doing it every day and trying to master it. You would never master it ever. But he was saying there was one time he meditated and he almost felt an out of body experience.
Really?
And he was saying like I felt like I was levitating off the floor and
That's what
yeah,
that's called satori.
that's what he called it. Satori.
So satori means sudden enlightenment.
Yeah.
And it's something that you can't plan.
Yes.
It just happens to you while you're meditating.
Yes.
And there's a philosopher that Alan Watts talks about, and he said he asked him to explain it, and he explained it as it's just everyday life, but about 2 inches off the ground. Like you're walking everyday life, but just about 2 inches off the ground. And I didn't get what that meant.
2
And then he
inches is pretty average.
That's a lot. That's pretty high off the ground.
and then I didn't get it, so he explained it more. And then he said it's as if you feel like you're not dragging your body around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But there's more
yeah.
to it than just like being off the ground. Like it's a whole.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
There's different levels of meditation. You're saying like that's one level of thousands.
Yeah.
I've heard stories like that too. Like one of my tradesmen at work, he used to go over to Indonesia and stuff like that, and basically it was this. He had like this teacher, yeah, and he was a sheikh, which is Muslim, like a priest,
Yeah.
but in Islam. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he said that he would like be able to meditate and stuff like that, but he would do those out of body experiences, and he could walk around and go places and
Really?
stuff like that, and
That's awesome.
like he like one time he came to wherever it was, and he was like, and the sheikh was like, "Oh, where's your wallet?" And like he was like, "I lost it." He's like, "Yeah, I know." He's like, "You left it back at this place." He went back at that place, and it was where he lost it, like in the middle of the street somewhere.
Fuck.
Shit like that, yeah. But I don't know. He told me all of that, and I was like, it goes against like Islam anyways.
It does.
I was gonna say, how does meditating fit into Islam?
No,
doesn't.
it goes
It's-
that exactly what he was like, and then he tried to describe it as like, oh no, but it was like through the power of God, and it was
No.
like almost good magic, and there's like people can use it for bad or good, and I was just like, oh, like I don't think you're a liar or anything, but like even if it's true, like that goes
It's not-
directly against the religion. Like,
Yeah, it's not Muslim related.
no.
Yeah.
But like over there and over in different countries, they like to mix culture with religion a lot.
Yes.
A lot.
It's a game
There's a
changer.
lot of things over there, and especially like the Asian countries like Pakistan, where is it, Malaysia, stuff like that, where they are heavily Islamic. They do mix culture with the religion.
Yeah.
Like they do things that aren't allowed in the religion, but they're like, oh, it's culture related, and they kind of like
Make their own version
confuse
of
them.
it.
Yeah.
It dilutes, it dilutes religion.
Yeah, it does heavily. It
Yeah.
does heavily.
And that creates a lot of arguments, I'm sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, all that like out of body experience and stuff like that's interesting.
Yeah.
But I find because I try and meditate a few times a week. I find when I'm consistent with it, my weeks go by so peaceful, man. It's like everything's just easier. Like you've just.
But what do you do when you meditate? Like,
I do guided meditations.
okay.
There's a guy on YouTube, Masters3, and he has really good ones.
My understanding is that you just like go blank, don't you? You like just don't think about anything. Your whole mind is supposed to just try and get it blank.
Yeah, so the aim of meditation is to realize that there is no future. The future and the past don't exist, and all that exists is just a constant now and a constant like present. So while you're meditating, if you think about like, oh shit, I need to like message this person or like send an email or something, your whole goal is to just bring your focus to now and like just what's happening now. So like if there's a fan going on, you just like listen to the sound of the fan, the sound of the crickets or something.
Yeah. It's very interesting. I was never into it. I was like, before I did it, before I was into any of this stuff, I was like, this stuff
It
just
sounds
sounds dumb.
it just sounds stupid.
I
Yeah.
was like, this sounds like, why am I going to sit there and close my eyes for 10 minutes?
It makes a difference.
Oh, 100%.
I don't do it. I think I should, but because bro,
You
like
should try it.
Yeah.
I think I'm very, very high functioning, and I feel like I need to have spouts of it.
Yeah.
Like, bro, my brain is always like,
Yeah.
and the problem is with me, I don't ever slow that down when I need to.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always wired.
I get that sense about you sometimes as well.
I don't
I
slow
feel like
down
I can
ever.
tell when you're stressed.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can definitely show like when I'm stressed
Yeah.
very easily.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I have too much shit on my mind sometimes. It's good, but it's bad.
Yeah. You should try it. It helps you focus as well.
Yeah.
And you go through your days easier. Like it's easier to focus on your tasks. It's easier to manage them.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I still manage them, but I feel like for me it's about like taking your foot off the gas when needed to.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Full send.
I don't know, like
Always.
I've been full send like for the past
Red line every day.
like over like a year and a half now plus. And it's been like okay, but like bro, I don't know, I feel like I'm not stopping to look at the flowers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think
That's
I
the thing that
actually,
I've heard like no one just stops to look up.
Yeah.
Everyone's just looking forward all the time, and no one just takes the time to stop and just
Yeah.
look up.
Yeah.
Because we're so busy.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, life's fucking.
But I feel like that
crazy.
shouldn't.
That's
It's not
crazy,
an
man.
excuse. You know what I mean? Like I feel like chaos is created from yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
In a way, and I'll be the first to admit, like bro, like half my problems is from me.
Yeah, it's with
'Cause
everyone.
that's the only thing you can control.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
hence why I'm gonna fucking do my thing tomorrow. Just kick it in the morning. I don't know, that's why I like waking up early. Cause like bro, no one's gonna distract you.
Yeah.
Just you at that time. It's like, all right.
But no, I feel like you should definitely
Start saying meditating.
listen to Alan Watts.
Yeah.
Even like just not for the lectures, even just like because the way he speaks is just so fucking like relaxing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
It's just
Fall asleep to him.
I always fall asleep. to
You
him.
do fall asleep.
I always
to
fall
him,
asleep.
I always hear fucking talking. I always hear voices coming from Lachlan's room at like 2 or 3 a.m, bro. And it's Alan Watts.
He's on
Voices in the
he's
wall.
Yeah,
He's on
voices
Spotify if you
in the
want.
wall in my head.
Yeah, send it to me.
You go in,
I'll sort it
Lachlan's
out.
like computer and phones shut off. It's just, the voices
Yeah,
stop.
the voices. Nah, bro, I'll literally.
Speaking of that though, have you ever experienced? We're talking about like the good kind of stuff here. You ever experienced like the supernatural kind, like the bad kind?
I don't know.
Wow.
Because we're talking about like like
Yes.
I think
bro.
I've
the
told you a
good the
couple-
good kind, where you got the intuition and whatnot. But what about the bad stuff? You ever experienced the bad stuff?
I think
Yes.
I told you a couple of them.
100%.
Tell
Bro,
me.
when I was in
Say
my
it.
old room, I think I told you
Yeah,
this
the
other
knocking.
day.
Yeah.
The knocking, bro, it'd be like 1 or 2 in the morning, 3 knocks on my window. I always
Oh.
thought it was Luke. I was too scared to check, and then I checked one day.
Yeah, bro. I just jump at 3 a.m. I've got my alarm on. I jump over.
But
and I
that's the
knock your
thing.
window.
But I was just looking for excuses. I was like, what the fuck is this? 3 knocks, and it happened consistently, like twice a week, right?
Did you check or not?
I checked towards the end, and then it kind of stopped happening.
You got some balls checking, bro.
Fuck that.
That's, I was like, this is how people die in horror movies, bro.
Bro, you know what I
Like, it's
do?
unexplained to this day.
Wooden
I swear.
planks on that window.
Yeah.
Something
Black Ops
scary
One.
happened
Carpet.
ages ago in your room. I was sitting
This
down.
new room?
Huh? Yeah.
Oh no, the
Yeah.
new room.
Yeah.
Fuck. Here we
So
go.
I was. This
I
was
know
like.
this.
This was while I was like playing back up.
Alex doesn't want to hear this. He's got to sleep there tonight.
I heard breathing, bro. Like actual breath, and it wasn't like just. It wasn't. No, like
What time was it?
No one was home, cunt. No one was home. I was sitting in a chair where this lounge goes, right in that corner.
Luke's got shitting himself already. Look at that.
I was sitting there, and in the opposite corner where your lamp is, the one that has like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the big lamp.
To the left of his TV.
yes,
Right.
Yeah.
in that corner, I just heard breaths like,
Oh, you mean where my wardrobe is?
no, the other side.
Yeah, the lamp.
Oh, the little lamp.
Yeah.
I just literally just said the
When
big
you,
lamp.
when you, was it coming from your
No,
game
you
or
had
something?
another lamp. No, bro, it was I was like watching TV or something. I paused it. I heard it. I paused it, and then it was coming from. Literally, there was nothing there. There was like nothing to make the noise there. It was just breathing for a solid 30 seconds. I was just sitting there like, what the fuck's happening? I got up, I moved towards it, and it stopped.
Were you under the influence of anything?
No, I wasn't. This was like when I was 13 or some shit.
Oh, okay. Oh, back when it was like the
Oh,
old lounge.
yeah,
room.
yeah.
Oh,
So there was
yeah.
I
nothing.
think you meant recently,
No.
like.
No.
Oh, bet.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's alright.
That's alright, yeah.
I haven't noticed anything.
Me personally, I've never experienced anything like that, but my stepdad did in the old house when we lived next door to you.
Oh
This-
yeah,
This was when Emily was born.
yeah.
Like the third night she was home or something. And like my house is kind of long. It's like just a long hallway all
Yeah,
the way
yeah,
down. And you remember the back bathroom, the laundry, all the way at
Yeah.
the back. So where my parents' room was at the front, they heard Emily crying. So Mum's got up and gone to, and she would usually go to the kitchen, make her a bottle, and then feed her.
Mm.
And the kitchen's at the back too, just opposite the laundry.
Mm.
And mine and Emily's room were like halfway through the hallway. But this time she just went in straight to check on her. And Gav walked out like a couple minutes later just to check as well.
Mm.
And he saw who we thought was my mum going into the laundry.
Mm.
So he's like, what are you doing? So he's walked all the way down there and he's opened the laundry door and nothing was in the laundry. And he shit
Fuck.
himself. And then he's poked his head back out and saw my mum in the room with Emily. Shit himself, bro.
Fuck.
And the creepy thing is...
That shit gives me like tingles. Hey,
Yeah.
I hate that shit. Bro, I'm
but
like scared of that.
The creepy thing is that when that happened is he just bought a fish tank off his friend from work. His friend was like, "Oh, it was a big fish tank, man, huge. Like the size of this lounge, and probably like nearly 2 meters tall, big
Yeah.
fish tank."
Fuck, that's big.
And that happened at the time he had that fish tank. And his friend gave it to him. He's like, I don't want money for it. I just want to get rid of it. And then,
Sucks.
And
Sage it, bro. Sage
Sucks.
it.
I
Like
need
fucking
to
the
take
Annabelle
that.
doll.
and so after that happened, like he told me and my mum, and he's like, oh, there's something I didn't tell you. And he was like, when
Fuck
his friend
off.
wanted to get rid of that fish tank, it's like, why do you bro, you could like sell this for like at least $2,000. It's like, no, I just want to get rid of it because my wife died in front of it.
Oh, for
Thank
fuck's
you.
sake.
Fuck
bro.
off, bro.
Got rid of the fish steak straight.
Yeah, fuck no, yeah.
We give it to
Bro,
someone
I'll
else.
tell you.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
Should you give it to someone else?
I don't know what he did with it. Maybe.
Because items carry energy.
Yeah.
Because you know, how, like my mum, her business is based upon not supernatural shit, but like her business is based upon cleansing,
Yeah.
like smudging, all that kind of shit, like cleansing,
It's,
cleansing a room.
She has
like,
the sages, right? Like the.
Yeah, sage sticks.
Yeah.
Like bro, like yeah, like that kind of stuff. Like she does,
Yeah.
like cleansing things. Like alright, people say like, oh, you walk into a room and there's bad energy in there. Like she would like her product is a ritual kind of thing where it cleanses out bad energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that kind of shit.
Do
I
you
did
remember?
that in my room when I moved in. Actually, I had to sage everything. Sage
Yeah.
the room.
Do you remember when
Fucks and they're breathing in the corner.
My mum
Yeah.
used to do shit like that. Like she'd get people over and they'd like put like rocks at the corner, like on the top of the doorways and shit,
Oh yeah.
stuff like that. And she went and saw like a what are they called?
A medium.
What are the people called?
It's like
Yeah, he went sort of psych a couple times, and some of the shit that he told her or she told her, whatever, actually came true. Some of it was kind of weird. She was like I got a speeding ticket not long ago, and
oh no,
there's nothing.
In the MPS.
And then, yeah,
unlucky bro.
and she was
Camera?
like, huh?
Camera or mobile?
I think I was going like 5 or 10 over in a school zone. It was nothing.
Oh, some school zone fucks you up.
Yeah, it was not. It was like $200. You know,
it's always
it
the
was fine.
fucking school zone.
But yeah, when I told her that, she was like, "Oh, the psych told me that like 2 months ago. It was like, oh, your son just tell him to be careful when he's driving. He's gonna get like a speeding ticket soon."
Ooh.
Like, shit like that is. Where they getting that shit from, bro?
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Well, I had a experience in my old room again.
Yeah.
From the wardrobe, I walked in.
Bro, your wardrobe was kind of scary too.
My wardrobe was, right?
Yeah.
Bro, what the fuck? You just can't explain it. My wardrobe was fucking scary. Just a normal wardrobe.
It had the.
The bad energy.
It could be scary, you know, like.
But anyway, I walked into my room once, and I heard someone say goodnight.
Fuck off.
Yeah, like a...
Oh, that was me.
Yeah, he's just in my wardrobe.
That was just
Yo,
scary.
good
Bro.
night.
It's just Gary.
It's Gary in the wardrobe, bro.
That's fucked.
living in the walls.
No.
What, like a dead set?
It was like a deeper woman's voice, right?
Hey, yo,
But-
what's up,
but,
homie?
like,
Go to
clear
sleep,
as
baby
day.
girl.
Clear as day, bro. It said
Oh.
goodnight.
Clear as day.
Yeah, clear as day.
Said
No.
good night.
Fuck
Good
that.
night.
I hate that
And I was
shit.
like, who's that? And then I asked,
Me,
Cherie
homie.
was over. Not Joshua Cherie, obviously.
Yeah, your auntie, yeah.
And she was in, like, the very front of the house. I was like, fuck. No one else is home. I'm like, fuck this, bro.
Did you
Fuck
say
this.
anything?
I told her, yeah.
What'd she say?
I should have just fucked. Yeah, okay.
Wigging out.
It was a bit like, oh.
You didn't sleep in your room.
I did, yeah. Scary shit happened all the time in our house back then, though.
Bro.
Back then, wait, which one? This house?
I would not be sleeping in that. Is that just me?
I
or would
got,
you
I,
sleep in that
got,
room?
I got one that will 10 up you, or
Yeah.
I got one that will 10 up you, and you know about this story. I told you about this story.
Personal.
I don't know
Like
about
you.
me, bro. Remember that shit that happened to me in my car?
Go, tell me about yours, because mine's a bit long.
you go.
Mine's
No,
bro,
no,
mine's
that-
mine's
Oh,
so
okay.
No, that
Yeah, no,
with
yeah,
the
no, no.
windscreen, yeah?
Yeah, but there's more to that.
Okay.
I know there's more to
Are
that.
you allowed to say this on the podcast?
Yeah.
Me.
Are you going to out yourself to anyone here? Or?
Yeah. Do you care? Because there is more to that, and that could have been the reason too. Let's just say you were
Anyway.
completely
Yeah,
sober.
yeah.
Think about it while I talk about mine. But yeah, I've had a few in my past.
Yeah.
I've always like felt like there's been something following me as a kid. Like a male energy.
Ooh.
Not,
Yeah?
fuck off, cunt. No, like
Sorry,
it's just weird. Like I'd be noticing like when my parents and my sister would go out for like out, and I'd be home alone when I was younger. I never used to go out much. I used to be on the PlayStation all day, and I would always feel like there'd be something standing behind me. Like I would feel like you know like when like someone's standing behind you, you can feel that like a presence or an energy.
Yeah.
I would feel like my dad's standing behind me, and I turn around and be like, "There's no one fucking there."
That's also that. This is like kind of related, kind of not like very similar since similar scenarios where people go out into like the woods or some shit. Yeah, going for a hike or something. Like they get this like this sixth sense type of thing, and they like know something's watching them, and it'll be like a mountain lion like tracking
Oh,
them
okay,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And like apparently like that's like a very primal thing, and like you can't really. It only happens when it happens, you know.
Yeah.
You can kind of tell when something's watching you or behind you.
But the fact that
But yeah, keep
the
going.
fact that there's nothing there and
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
sense it, that's weird. doors would be slamming, no draft, no nothing, fully closed. And ever since my mum cleansed the house, never happened again. Another one is when I used to date my old girlfriend.
I know, this is the one I know, right?
This is the one that gave me the chills. I've never been scared in my life.
You woke
This
up, she
is-
had no makeup
This
on.
is a fucking, this is a
No.
10-up story, bro. This is fucked.
Bro, this
Yeah.
I
This is
was
fucked.
when Alex saw me, he knew something was wrong. Like for me to come home to them and be in shivers, very hard. Like I'm pretty like strong, headstrong, but
Yeah.
bro, I was like a bit. That's why I get woozy with this kind of shit. Bro, alright, so
Fucking locking the doors tonight with the lights on, boys.
Alright, so long story. I'll try like speed it up because it's a sort of like 5-10 minute story. But anyway, my girlfriend at the time, her grandmother used to live in a housing unit, like a house in Roselands.
Is this the girlfriend?
The one that Alex and I.
Yeah. I'm just confirming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, they had a house that wasn't in use. Her grandmother used to rent it out as housing to one of the aunties. They never lived in it because they moved down to Albury. And the house was just vacant. And I remember like a couple weeks before that, we were trying to like clean up the house, you know, cut the grass, like, cause bro, the grass is like
Were
fucking
you
like,
like gonna sell it or get like?
no, just like I don't know what, I forget at the time why we were doing it, but we are just trying to clean it up because it was a fucking mess.
Yeah.
Cleaning it up, and bro, like the house is like rickety wood, like
Old, yeah.
old. It's
Yeah.
very old, like double brick. Like that's how old it is. Anyway, and for some reason, I don't know who initiated this idea, but I was like to her, I don't know if it was her idea or my idea, but we're like, let's stay the night there. Just like you and me.
Idiot.
Anyway, whenever we'd go there with my girlfriend, she'd always say like, oh, like, this house is haunted, la la la. I'm like, yeah, ha ha.
Was it a functional house too? Like you could use the toilet.
Yeah, you can
or
use a function.
you
Yeah,
could sleep
yeah.
there.
It wasn't a fucking
Abandoned
it wasn't an
dog shit.
abandoned
Yeah.
ice house.
Yeah.
But like her auntie that used to live there, her husband went crazy one time. He went psycho living in our house, and he would always say, "There's this woman there. There's this woman there. There's this woman there. She's driving me crazy." Apparently, we didn't know because we thought he was crazy at the time. But he like apparently what did he write on the wall and some shit like some like scriptic fucking like alien writing. Like I'm telling you, like fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
They painted over it anyway. Never thought of anything about it. So we went to the house, so like setting up. It was dark. Dark night was weird. Setting up, and we opened the bed sheets, and there's this radio there. Under the fucking bed sheets, alright? So like, you know, lift it up. You lift it there, and it was just a radio there, like an old school, you know, like,
Yeah.
you know, you can adjust the dial to get to the
Yeah,
frequency.
yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? And we didn't think much about it, put it to the side. Anyway, we were just chatting on the bed, just talking to each other. And I kept looking back. Like, alright, so it's like this, a bedroom, double bed, and there's just a door there, and there's a hallway. Straight.
Yeah. So like
Pitch
you're
black.
here, the hallway's there.
Hallway's there, you can
Yeah.
see straight into the hallway, and then it merges off to the right, sort
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
But you can see straight, and it's pitch black.
Yeah. And the door's shut though, yeah.
Door's open.
Psycho.
That's,
That's psycho
Don't do
activities,
But
right?
I
there.
was like, I
Don't
didn't
do
want to
that.
close
You
it.
always sleep with the door closed.
Yeah.
That's a
No,
fact.
we weren't sleeping. At the time we were talking because like we had all the lights on.
Okay.
Anyway,
Oh,
this-
so all the lights were on.
all the lights were on.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
but
front
it was still dark. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah. So I kept looking back, and then she's like, "What's wrong?" I was like,
You looking that way?
"So like, alright. So the bed's here. The head's there. She's sitting like we are, and I'm facing towards her, lying down.
Yeah.
And I kept looking back, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I feel like weird.
Yeah.
And she's like, "What's wrong?" And I said to her, like, under my breath, I was like, "I feel like I'm being watched right now." Like not in a good way.
Yeah. Was there a window or anything, or just wall?
Just wall. It was like a window, but it's covered. You can see.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I feel so fucking weird in here. And it was hot. Like being in that room, it was like hot, like a fucking sauna. And I was sweating, and she's like, "Why are you sweating?" I was sweating. She wasn't sweating. Nothing to do with my ankles.
Usually a bit the opposite. It's like cold, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was hot. It was one of the extremes. I was fucking dying. Anyway, and I was like to her, man, I don't feel right being here. This is fucked.
Yeah.
And then it felt like something in my head. It said, "Get out," like a voice,
Like you heard a voice say
Like-
get out, or you got
like
the
a,
vibe.
like a female. Like it was like there was no voice, but there was a vibe. Like something told me to get out now. And bro, I never got up so quick in my life. We were both scared. Obviously, she wasn't scared. I was kind of like making it scared because like I felt weird. And I feel like I've been very sensitive with this kind of shit my whole life.
Mm.
I'm like, let's get out of here. Nah, I can't. And she's like, alright, bro, fucking, we've never got out of there so quick in our lives. Lock the door, and we walk out, and we look at our phones, and both our phones just start going bing, 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 bing.
Mm.
When we were in the house, there was no reception.
Oh, bro, I got goosebumps.
The whole fucking time we were in the
I've
house,
heard this story before. I know
there
what
was
happens.
no fucking reception in the whole house.
Fuck.
And bro, I was like shivered. I was shivering, bro. I was like fucking shaking like in the car.
Yeah.
I kept like I couldn't, bro. I was like, nah, this is fucked. Something's telling me to get out. Long story short, we go back to the house, and her mum was looking at me like, oh my god, you're right. And I talked to her about it, and she's like, yeah, we because her sister, her mum has a sister, and they were like living together as kids. And they said like there used to be this lady that used to like haunt them.
I just got mad chills up my leg just then. Holy shit.
They
Yeah.
say like there used to be this lady that used to haunt them. Anyway, that radio is her sister's as a kid, and apparently one day they were just in their bedroom as kids, like young, 10 years old to 11 years old, and apparently the radio just flicked on 1 o'clock in the morning. That exact same radio that was in that bed, and we ended up going to talk to her grandmother, saying like, oh, that radio, and she's like, oh, I haven't seen that radio in years.
And it was just on.
It was
on
under the bed,
under the
like just
sheets.
under the sheets. I was like, I said to her, are you sure you didn't put it underneath the bed? And she's like, honey, I haven't seen it in years.
That's
Yeah,
creepy.
fuck that.
Bro, I was like fucking scared, hey.
Fuck.
And I ended up talking to the uncle that lived there, the one that drew on the wall. I was talking to him, I was like, bro, do you get like this weird vibe of a woman? He's like, yeah, she used to fucking like talk to me in my ear.
Fuck.
And apparently from what everyone that lived in that house, they said, yeah, she hated men.
Yeah.
She hated men. And apparently she got killed by a man in that house.
Fuck that, bro.
Or something along that. Or we think that she got killed by a man. So yeah, that was like the fucking scariest thing of my life, supernatural wise. I've never been so scared in my life.
Fuck that. Yeah, that's
So I believe there's definitely an energy. There's definitely something out there, bro. I'm telling you, like, yeah, I'm not one to lie, but bro, like, that's what I felt. That's what I felt. That's what happened. That's what happened. Everything's backed it up. Yeah.
Creepy.
Bro, I had shivers.
Yeah.
I had fucking shivers.
I got shivers up my leg just there.
Yeah.
Talking, bro.
Oh,
Lachlan, go tell yours.
yeah.
I don't know if mine compares to that, eh?
How fucked is it, eh?
Anyways, I don't know if you remember, but when I was like really young, this was in our old house, right, in my room, because I used to sleep alone, and him and my other brother used to share a room.
I remember.
Yeah, and
I think I've heard some stories before from that old house about you guys.
so every now and then, right, it wasn't like consistent, but it happened to me about like 4 times throughout the whole of us staying at the house. I would just have this nightmare, right, that to this day I can't pinpoint what the nightmare was about. I just knew it was the scariest fucking nightmare that I've ever had.
Oh, wow.
Ever had, and no horror movie, nothing compares to that. It was a reoccurring nightmare, right? So I would have it maybe like once a year, and it was the same nightmare.
I'm getting chills already.
And
bro.
I would use,
Fuck.
I would wake up, right, sweating and screaming my lungs out.
Oh, I
don't
remember
know if you
this.
remember
Yeah.
Yikes.
And yeah, my parents used to just rush into my room and just like give me Panadol and talk to me and stuff. I couldn't even talk. My parents gave me Panadol and I couldn't even drink that. I spat it out. And we got the room saged.
Yeah.
And after we got it saged, it's never happened to me again. Recently, right?
Wait, before you keep going, mind you, this cunt in the old house, right? He used to stand at our fucking bedroom door,
You told me about that.
right,
That's
and
what it
just
was.
stand there,
Yeah.
right? And
Huh?
he'd stand there for 5 minutes, bro. He doesn't remember this.
Asleep or awake?
He was
Guessing
a bit
I was
asleep.
Like his eyes were closed?
No, his eyes were open.
Bro,
But he doesn't like.
you would have
remember
got
any of this.
decked if that was me. Yeah, I would have got.
5 minutes.
I'd wake
bro,
up with
like-
fucking bruised eye and
Oh,
shit.
100%.
Fucking
Flying
cuts.
knee to the face.
What the
What
fuck
happened?
did I do
Oh,
with my
no.
sleep?
Yeah,
He was just on the floor.
bro, and then you just
Wow.
turn around, go to bed. Don't say a word.
You and Josh just in the same bed or same bedroom together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And our bedroom was.
I've got a story after.
directly opposite.
So there was. So our house, right? You walk in the front door and there's a hallway that goes down. My parents' room was direct as soon as you walk in, directly on the left.
Yeah.
And then the bathroom was there as well, the next room, and then the hallway, and then my room and their room.
Okay.
So they were directly across from each other.
So you're pretty close, all of you.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, I've never experienced that like anything close to that nightmare ever, until that night in my car.
Was it night or was it
okay, yeah.
day?
It was a night.
I thought it was day. Weren't you like parked here and you did it?
No. I did it while I was driving.
Oh, okay.
Right, not. I wasn't
You weren't driving.
No.
Yeah, I remember this story.
Anyways, I think my parents know this. I snuck out to go to Cronulla Beach at like 2 a.m. or some shit. We went. Can I say it?
Up to you.
Just say it. It depends if you
I
want.
smoked a bit of weed.
Just beat that out.
Yeah, and I was in the passenger seat, and all of a sudden, I don't remember anything. This lasted for about 10 minutes. For me, it was about 10 seconds. Right? What happened? I smoked. After I smoked, music was playing, and then
You got laced up with something in there.
I grabbed the dashboard and the steering wheel, and then I lunged forward, trying to get out of the car. I don't know why, bro. And I headbutted the fuck out of the mirror, the rearview mirror. That smashed off, and there was a massive crack in the windshield.
For the front or back?
The front.
Front.
Okay, front windshield. Okay.
After this, I started
was driving?
trying to Musto. Yeah.
Yeah.
And after this, we had two people in the back seat as well. I grabbed the chair, and I tried to get out of the back right mirror. No, the back right window.
And
And
mind you,
I-
your back right windows were like fucking tiny little triangles.
Yeah.
Was it a coupe?
Yeah, it was a
Fuck.
No,
It was a
little hatch.
hatchback.
Three.
Peugeot 207 GTR.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I grabbed the mirror, I grabbed the chair, and I lunged back at that window, trying to get out, and this all happened within 10 seconds for me, but that's apparently 10 minutes. I headbutted the person in the back seat. I punched the other person. And I don't know what I was experiencing was that nightmare. So
Fuck.
I remember, I don't remember what the nightmare was about, but I know it was that same nightmare that I experienced 12 years earlier. And
Demons are out to get him.
while this was happening, right? Everything was black, and then all of a sudden I was just in a car alone, parked. We were driving down a fucking highway. So yeah, and then
This all happened while you were driving.
yeah. All of a sudden we
He
were
wasn't
parked.
driving, but-
Yeah.
All
but
of a
like-
sudden we were parked at a park, and all I remember was looking to my right, no one was in the driver's seat. Looking back, no one was in the car, so the car was completely empty.
Where were the boys?
Yeah, where were they?
They were there, but I just didn't fucking see them.
Oh.
God.
We were parked.
Then what happened after?
It was like a misty park, right?
Yeah, it's almost like you were alone.
Yeah, so we were parked at a park. There were street lights on, and there was like a road here and like a park there, and it was just misty. And yeah, I looked to my right, no one's there. I looked back, no one's there. And then I looked forward, and then all of a sudden it was like there was like a circle right here, and then I just remember the outside of that circle being black.
Yeah.
And then through that circle I could see what I see through my eyes. And then the circle was getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And then all I remember was hearing in my head a voice that started laughing. And it was saying too late. And then
Hello.
yeah, I was just screaming.
Hey.
Apparently I was screaming.
Hello.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say hello because you were recording.
No, that's alright.
Yeah, anyways, the circle was like closing in, and then all I remember was grabbing onto the corners of like the edges of the circle and trying to pull
Trying to
myself
get
through.
What did it feel like
Something was pulling me back. It felt like I was getting crushed.
on that circle?
No, what do you mean?
Like when you grab the circle,
What did
the circle feel like?
I don't really remember,
Nothing.
but it was like a...
Was it warm? Was it cold? Was it?
No, I don't remember that.
You just felt like something was pulling you back.
I felt like something was pulling me down and crushing me as well, like from all fucking sides, just crushing me.
Then when you were conscious, the boys were like, "Cunt, are you good?"
And then I pulled myself out,
Fucking hell.
and then I looked to my right, everyone's here again, and then
Some cunt just got punched in the face.
I look at one of them, and then they tell me their name, and I didn't really recognize their name, and then all of a sudden I was just back, and then we parked on the side of a road, and
You know what's so trippy?
yeah.
That's fucked. That's fucked. I didn't know it went that in depth.
What if your
No.
soul got taken? No, seriously. Like, what if you never made it out? And what if it, like, you're just...
Cool.
Don't fucking say that shit to me, bro.
No, seriously. Because, like, if you're getting pulled back and you never made it through the circle,
It's too late.
too late.
Too late, bro. See you later.
Just got sucked off.
Cool.
Or you sucked up.
Yeah, because I was yeah.
Well, talking about him sleepwalking, I used to sleepwalk a lot. Hey,
Actually,
yeah, like they used to have to lock the doors because I'd try and get out and go
Like it
into
was
the
the
streets.
same nightmare. Like it was kind of like the night I was experiencing the nightmare, but in the day as well.
Because the zoomies...
sorry to interrupt you boys, but
Huh?
time's about to be up.
Yeah.
Sweet. But I'll tell you one little quick story. I don't care if you include it or not. That house there. I always used to sleepwalk when I was younger. It stopped as I got older, but it would happen like very rarely. I think I was like 16, 15. I walked out in the middle of the night. I used to sleepwalk heaps. I'd walk out, my eyes are shut, and I went to the front door. I'd always try and get out of the house. And I'm trying to open the door, but it's locked. So I'm just standing there going like that, trying to open it. And Gav wakes up and he hears the door trying to be opened. He gets up, he opens his door because it's right at the front door. And he's looking at me, he's like, "What are you doing?" And I stood there for like maybe another 10 seconds with my eyes shut trying to open it. And he's looking at me and he goes, "What are you doing?" I stood there for another 10 seconds. But as my eyes are shut, I look directly at his eyes with like my eyes shut. And then I turn around and go to bed. And he shit himself.
Fuck, I would have shit myself.
As soon as I looked at him, it was like this. Say you're Gav, yeah? I'm like... And then as soon as that happened, he just shut the door and went back to bed, eh?
Nah.
Fucking Minecraft villager you are. Jesus Christ. That's fucking...
And stuff like how you were talking about, yeah? I once had a nightmare. This was like probably the most recent nightmare. It was like when I was like 17, 18.
Actually, wait, we'll do the outro.
Okay.
We'll just take it off. Send it off.
Yeah.
And Luke's gonna tell us his story.
Yeah.
I want to know. Anyway,
But fuck.
thanks for watching. It's been an
Thanks for
interesting
watching.
one. It's been an interesting one this week.
Yeah, a bit scary, hey.
It's scary.
Horror themed.
Yeah, that's a bit
Yeah.
scary, I won't lie.
Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.